What's up, race fans? You have just entered the right place to talk about everything racing and go for another ride on the In the Groove podcast with your host, Slammin' Sam Smith.
Ladies and gentlemen, sit back, strap in, don't go anywhere.
What's up, everybody? Happy, Thanksgiving, since that's already passed, and welcome to the great month of December. Snow, we don't have any yet here in North Dakota, and the countdown to Christmas begins. I think I got a guy who's probably going to be on the naughty list here this year, but we shall see. All right. Hey, everybody, I do have to tell you something, and you're going to hear it later, too. If you use product code MADBRO15 at Power Build Tools, you do save 15% on their already sale. So go over and do that and save yourself some money if you got a new trailer, new car, or whatever. But this week, we're going to keep the ball rolling on these funny characters that we have up here in the Nodak area. With all this circle track racing, this IMCA racing that we got going on. We've talked about this guy on the show a couple of times, but first and foremost, I need to bring on my co-host again. I'm telling you guys, he's taking the reins of this. I think he pretty much kicked the other guy out of his spot, but someday, Fluff might be back, but we're doing good without him. So without further ado, Isaac Sundro. Isaac, what's going on tonight?
Man, it's hard to replace Fluffy. Maybe if we get a blizzard, he'll come back and join us because I kind of miss him. But life's good. Basketball season's underway. It's a little bit different look. I know you know from the hockey side of things, from the reffing, that everything is going to be different.
Very.
So we're getting through that, but yeah.
So before we dive right into tonight, because I think it's going to be a nosedive, like off the trailer kind of nosedive.
Yeah, it's going to be terrible.
Yeah, but so what is that like for you? I know for us reffing, we have to wear a mask into the rink, and then during warm-ups we wear them, especially for college and, for high school. What is that like for you now, the whole environment of trying to keep these kids apart and everything like that? We'll just touch on it really quick, and then we'll be done with it.
It's, the kids have actually adapted really well in school and at practice here. Basically, if we're not going up and down, if we're not conditioning or something, that it's going to be kind of a tougher drill or whatever, we have a mask on. So if we're shooting around, free throws, etc., any team meetings we've got, things like that, before and after practice, locker rooms, hallways, all that good stuff, we're masked up. And then at practice, coaches are always masked. The officials like you guys will always be masked. And then, during gameplay and whatnot, the kids won't have to. If they're on the bench, it looks like they're going to have to for now. But I think what the kids have adapted better than a lot of people around the state. They just want a season, they want to play, and I wasn't a big mask proponent. That's whatever, but I'll do it to make sure that my kids can have a season for sure because they deserve it. They put a lot of time in. I got 8 seniors, and for them, they need this, and so whatever it takes, we'll get it done, and hopefully everybody else can adapt, and we'll get a season in.
Yeah, well, good luck to you guys. And like I said, you got all this going on, and it's a weird time, especially for these kids. But the one thing I'm going to say, and I think we can end this kind of conversation about COVID and everything that's going on. Has it really affected our day-to-day? Yes, but not really. Has it really changed much for us here in North Dakota? Not really. But I can say, if you're sitting in a bar and you're not letting these kids play, all I'm saying is, that's how these kids, relieve stress. That's how they kind of get through the school week, the school year. These kids look forward to this. So, I think us adults, we can give up something just so these kids can have fun. But that's enough talking about COVID and everything else. So, tonight's guest, man, this is a big one. It's big. We've talked about this guy a couple of times on the show. I think he's the biggest fan of the show. I get weekly calls from him. Hey man, when are you dropping the episode? Can I listen to it early? Can you drop it early? Last week, I was actually going to drop the episode a day later, and he's like, oh no, you can't mess it up. Should have dropped it on Tuesday because you got to keep the Tuesday and the Thursday stuff. So how would you explain this character that we're going to have on tonight?
Well, I think the word big is appropriate. He's a giant. Okay, he's kind of a big dummy. He's got a big heart. I got to know him here last year and a half. He's a good dude. He's kind of just getting used to being behind the wheel and at the track. And as long as he's awake, life's pretty good for him. So he works pretty hard. So I think those Sunday naps are important to him. But sometimes those naps go a little long. But he's a good dude with a good heart, and I'm excited to hear what he has to say.
Oh man, well, I think this guy for the 2020 race season, if we were giving out an award called Parked It, I think he definitely wins that award. But then when we bring him on right now, this hairstyle that he's rocking, it's got to be winter and it's got to be the flow. But without further ado, everybody, I think it's time to bring on the man, the character, the 14H of Reid Hansen. Reid, how's it going tonight? Oh, man. How's it going, Reid? Welcome to In the Groove podcast.
God, I love that my camera is not on fizzy or whatever. It got more clear.
There you go. There you go.
But it's good. It's good. Yeah. I'm glad to be on, Heard the show, talked about the show, love Isaac on the show. It's a good show. I love it.
Yeah, so Reid, we need to just get right. We're gonna dive right into this because who knows how long it's all gonna take. But when people ask who is Reid on a day-to-day basis, looking at the snap chisel as I call it, getting the Snapchats from you, who is the man behind the camera that's always sucking the poop?
I'm a shit pumper. Good.
That's it?
I mean, I don't know. How else do you want me to explain it? Yeah, I pump shit.
Man, I couldn't even zoom in the camera fast enough for you to get that answer out.
That's about it. Pump shit and have a good time. Got a lot of really, really, really good employees, and I drive a truck every day, pretty much.
So what's your favorite truck there that's on the road?
What's my favorite truck? If it ain't a Peterbilt, it ain't shit. So, Luke Crow, come fight me about it, Mr. Kenworth.
Hey, don't talk about him. He's been having a hard year running into tires. Oh, Busch Lattes, huh? That's your drink of choice, I heard. Had you on out of 3.
I don't know.
Had you on out of 3 and 4, and heard you talk about those.
I have a couple.
Where's a good place to have those?
You know what? I don't. Ever since this COVID hit, I don't really do much, to be quite honest. But if I'm going to have a beer, it's probably going to be the Rocking Horse, unless A, Michael Venice, or B, Robert Hellebus calls. And then I might venture to B-Dubs and maybe the DAC, but most of anything, it's going to be the Rocking Horse after work, having a beer. Yeah. What it?
Don't you have a good Friday spot too?
No, Friday. What's Friday? I don't drink on Friday.
Don't you go up to the Bullet Transmission?
Oh, the Bullet Bar. Yeah, I do. Rob's just a good dude. I mean, love going out there, and he does a lot of work for us. So, go up there and have a couple rips, and it's a long ways from home, though. I mean, I live the furthest south you can live, and Bullet Transmission is probably the furthest north you can go in Minot. So, yeah, it's a long drive.
All right. So, look, Isaac, I'm gonna let you dive right in. You've been telling me this story about this guy that's been taking naps and not showing up to races, and saying he's gonna change gears and be there. So, Isaac, can you explain what kind of character he is?
Well, like I said, we kind of we met like a year and a half, 2 years ago, and so I was getting to know him, and so we're at Nodak, and I think I told the story a couple weeks ago. We were at Nodak, and like where I park in the pits, him and Rob and all those guys park across, east to west or whatever, and so noticed it was getting close, and sometimes Reid and Chad and those guys rolling a little bit late. They come, they're coming home from the lake or whatever, or Reid's getting married and not telling us or something like that. Or, anyway, so I thought, okay, he's just running late or whatever. So we're getting ready. We go for whatever heat races, and we come back in. I'm like, where the hell is Reid at? And so I texted him and said, what's the deal? Because he had kind of been texting me some setup stuff during the week. Then we were kind of texting back and forth, and he goes, yeah, man, I fell asleep, and took a nap, and here we are in 6:45. I'm not going to make her. It's like, it's cool that somebody like Reid, who can be so laid back and love the sport yet so much. It's nice to see. It's refreshing because I've never been upset coming back from the 14H camp. Okay, like there's never a bad moment over the 14H camp unless he gets a bad call on him. That's the only time I've ever seen him upset. And when a certain official in corner 1 and 2 makes a bad call, that's the only time I've ever seen him upset.
So Reid, what do you have to say about that? How do you feel about him saying you taking naps and stuff?
Oh, that's absolutely what happened. And I don't remember exactly, but I could have swore we must have raced in Botno on Friday night or something like that. And we had talked or something like that. And then Saturday rolled around, and then Sunday, I remember I was like, all right, the car's all ready to go. All you got to do is put it in the trailer. I'm just going to go take a quick nap or whatever. And next thing you know, that's what happened. I woke up to a bunch of missed calls from Keelan Strachan and those boys. And then Isaac's like, where you at, man? I'm like, oh, shit. Here we go. Sleeping.
Just a
It's
tragedy.
one of them deals, though, because we work every weekend, so it doesn't matter. But yeah, I took a nap. I don't know, and then it's probably my sort of infamousy until the infamous Parkett deal came out, and that was just.
No, I think you got one more.
I'm a pretty laid back dude, but that was just hilarious. Like only one way to knock on wood, no one got hurt, but that was just hilarious.
Sam, do you have a clip of that?
Yeah, no, I think you got one more. One, yeah. So hold on, we're gonna let you listen to it because I think you got one more good thing that happened before you parked the car.
Yeah.
Me and you are at different racetracks, apparently. Because Kelly he went in the corner, and you checked up and dump trucked a little bit. Well, right in the left rear, Kelly's wheel was turned to the right. You were still into his quarter panel.
Well, then don't
he
stop
hit
on
the
the
used tire
racetrack.
and his engine died. He was trying to start it, and it wouldn't.
Well, then don't stop on the racetrack.
Yeah, I mean, Reid, come on. Like, how? Don't stop on the racetrack, right?
Yeah, no, me and Kelly rehashed it on Wednesday night. Actually, I went to Bootleggers, and we rehashed that entire situation. He's like, yeah, you hit my quarter panel the turn before, and I drove it a little too hard. And I'm like, exactly. You overdrove the corner, got a little fucking loose, and then next thing you know, just get the fuck out of the way.
So you're not taking any ownership of what Ruger says there.
No, it was not my fault. And then Fluffy, he just fucking by default, like, oh yeah, I guess that's what happened. Which is great. I don't know, whatever.
You just don't stop on the racetrack.
So Randy Conway, the night before that, like, great mentor to the sport, awesome mentor, and probably the only reason that I'm in the sport is solely because of the Conways, but solely because of Randy Conway. I got a little bit of damage. I don't even know how it happened or whatever. And right away I was like, whatever. And Randy just came up to me right when I got out of the car. He's like, are you pissed? Are you fucking mad? I'm like, oh, no, I'm kind of a laid back dude. So I was like, oh, no, not really. He's like, well, get fucking mad. He goes, I'll fix your car. He fixed the entire thing. And he's like, but just started getting mad. Next race out, yeah, Kelly was in the fucking way, and get the fuck out of the way. That's the only terms to describe it. Move. There's one lane on the bottom. Let's go. Get out of the way.
Oh God, just love it. Just pin it to win it, and you just go for it, right?
No, I'm not a pin it to win it guy. Isaac can contest to that. I don't win shit, but get the fuck out of the way.
Gee, I mean, so that's your. You should just put that on all your shirts.
I don't have shirts, man.
You need to see that's the thing right there. That's gonna step your program up. You've always got a cooler full of beer. You're always willing to lend a hand, help someone out, let them use your air compressor and your your tools and everything. But now you just need shirts to say, "Get out of the way."
No, it's always a good time. I mean, and that's the one thing I'm glad that when it all and how it happened was just stupid. How I started racing, it was just dumb as me racing, I guess. But yeah, the class that I got into, the guys they're all good. We got a kind of a statewide. There's I don't know. Isaac will say I don't know if there's 8 of us on there, but we got like a Snapchat deal, and it is honestly just comical throughout the day. Like it just makes the day better. Just knowing everyone's just there, and I don't know, it's good.
So I think there's one guy though that, I know Isaac had it out for him a little bit. They're still good buddies. And then yourself, is if there's one guy that you could really just beat anytime in that sport mod class and really just, show him like, hey, I'm here, great competitor, who would it be?
Well, I made it very known, or he made it very known to me this week on Snapchat that if I want to keep up, because Eric always gives me shit, and I'm like, hey, man, I remember watching you suck. And this week, he said, all right, well, if you want to keep up to me, this year, you need to win one feature from the pole position. I was like, all right, well, that's a fucking goal, because, I mean, Eric's really good, and he's very well respected in the sport mod deal. But, yeah, that's what he told me is that if I want to keep up to him, because I always give him shit. I'm like, hey, man, I've known you a really long time. I remember watching you, and you were garbage. And he said, all right, well, if you can win one feature off the pole this year, you'll be in pace with me. And I said, all right, well, that might not be that unobtainable now that Isaac's going to aim on.
So you're
Reid has known Eric. Reid's known Eric since Eric was wearing pajama pants to the racetrack. Okay, so yeah. Reid knows the whole Eric Lawtenschlager history.
So basically, what
he used to wear Budweiser red pajama pants to the races.
Now he's a star. Or think he is.
And Eric's first sport mod, me and Eric went and picked up. To be quite honest,
it was the zoo car, the black and white.
Yes, the Stink Weasel. I believe is what it said on the back of it.
The Stink Weasel.
The first time Eric and I ever talked is because he spun out in front of me when we were racing with the Outlaws. We were the filler class. That's the first time we ever talked. He came over and apologized, and yeah, you're right. He's come a long way. He came a lot farther than I have. So he's sure won a lot more. So,
man, so yeah. You're going down that rabbit hole. And so, what do you think? I mean, you think you can pull off a good feature win?
God, I don't know, man. Probably not. I mean, in the grand scheme of things, yeah, it'd be great, but I don't know. I like to be like competitive, and I like to have fun with it at the same time, and that's why it's great. Like I remember I went to Isaac's trailer, and I was just like, "Hey, man, what's up?" Never met him. What's up? What am I doing wrong? Like, well, what do you think I should do? It's
wait, Reid.
The sport mod deal has really good guys that I don't know if you want to call it help or whatever you want to call it, but there's really good guys that are there every week that I don't know, can help, I guess.
I know the best thing you did was sell that Harris card because that thing doesn't turn.
That was garbage.
Yeah. Hey guys, I really, I think there's a lot to get into, especially the cars and everything like that, but definitely some surprises are going to happen tonight and things that, are kind of just unexpected, especially when we talk about that sport mod class. Bro Motorsports, located North Hill, Minot, North Dakota, the leading performance and parts store. If there's anything you need for your hot rod, give Slam and Sam and the gang a call. 701-720-7996. Again, that is Mad Bro Motorsports. 701-720-7996.
On the way to being free.
Oh man, oh man, oh man. Hey, Isaac, this show just keeps getting better and better, and we keep growing, and just a lot of different things keep happening here. But I'm stuck right now. Reid's talking about this whole sport mod class and how he's got to keep up to this one guy in the 49 machine. You're leaving the class. So I think there's going to be some really good battles, but there's only one way to solve this battle. True and true for Reid is just to have his arch nemesis come on tonight. Eric, what is up?
Oh my God, that mustache!
Yes.
Dude, my hair is that, dude. You got like a fucking porno stash, dude.
Man.
That is horrid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, let me see that whiskey you're drinking. What do you got, the knob?
There you go. Whiskey's flowing. Isaac is turning off the lights. I mean, things are getting real here tonight. Well, welcome to the show there, Eric. It's horrible always hearing these bad things about you. Everyone's got something bad to say, and now all of a sudden here you are. I mean, here on the show. So introduce yourself for everyone.
They all want to talk shit, but I'm finally here to defend myself. So I guess I'll take that.
Yeah, I like it. Rocking the stash for sure. I had mine going, and a couple people said something. I think Isaac is speechless now. He hasn't said a word since he's seen you pop on. So I think he's, my co-host is kind of mumbling between his words there. But Isaac, you got anything to say?
He's drinking. He has a mustache and he's drinking bourbon. He's classy as all class can be right now.
Like normal, Isaac doesn't have much to do whenever I show up. So
The only thing that would make it better is if he's wearing a house coat.
He probably
house coat and like slippers or something.
I think that's Megan's robe. That's Megan's robe right there.
I did not put
you
down
straight up just for men that stuff. I know your hair is not that dark. That's just for men. It is. Yes, that mustache is just for men. Dark like that. You don't grow a Luigi stash like that without.
That is
all
natural.
Two things for tonight, Sam. 2 new record sets. The best mustache now goes to Eric, and the best hair flow now goes to Reid.
Yeah, Reid, can you flip that forward a little bit for us so we can see that?
No.
Oh man,
we're going straight comb back.
So
Reid,
how do
you are already like 3/4 of the way to a tranny?
You're dumb.
You're like pretty much there. Like a little bit. Like actually, if we gave you like a little bit of makeup, like you'd be already there.
Funny story. My niece was
I know
over
you
last
have
night and tried to put makeup on me. It was kind of funny.
I know you have the man tits. I've seen them.
Nope. We're on a diet, Eric. We're on a diet.
So no
strictly whiskey.
Might have to get a new race suit.
Oh man. So speaking of the diet there, Reid, have you been back to Shots Crossroad to get a cheeseburger here lately? Saw that on the Snapchat.
No, dude, those are horrible. Shots Crossroads is great. I honestly, I really do.
Shut up! Don't ever say a bad thing about the truck stop.
Okay, the truck stop is great. I love it. It's about 2 blocks from my house, which is great. It's between my house and the shop. So in the mornings or once in a while, especially in the winter when we're slower, I'll stop in there for a cup of coffee and sit around that little horseshoe deal. It's a bunch of guys that go there every day, coffee club guys, and they like to have whatever special they got. But the cheeseburgers in the fucking C-store are so small and the patty's so thin. And then I go up to the counter and I'm like, you guys got any ketchup? No ketchup. And it was like $7. I about lost my marbles.
Oh man. So Eric, I mean,
as Larry would say, the travesty.
Yeah, Eric, got a lot of questions for you. I mean, Luke Crow had some things to say. Fluff usually has some things to say. Isaac definitely has said some stuff. So what was the race program like? You were kind of part-time last year, or, took off just for the good races. But, I mean, tell us what was kind of going on for you.
Yeah, well, with the whole coronavirus thing, we didn't really know what was going to happen. So just kind of played it by ear right away and started off the summer with golfing. And I realized that I'm actually worse at that than I am at racing. So I tried to get a little bit better at it, and that didn't really work out. But we decided to start racing towards the end of the year. And I think we ran 8 nights the whole season and won a couple of races and turned out pretty good. But I don't know. I guess we're going to try again hard next year. I guess that's what my crew chief tells me. So we'll see what happens.
How did that golf tournament with you and Larry McFall go?
Well, the piece of shit won't show up, so couldn't tell you.
Wow. Larry's been on here twice, and geez.
I mean, I couldn't ask him any nicer to play. Like, I just want to play the guy, and he just doesn't want to show up. Like, he won't acknowledge my challenge. He won't accept it. He won't get on there. He won't do nothing. So I don't know what else to say.
Jeez.
Eric, I played golf one time this summer, and it was just bad news.
Well, you're lucky
it was
with like back nine because you can just drive home. Well,
yeah, but I'm pretty sure me, you, and Venice went, right? Is that how the story went?
I think so, yeah.
You guys give me so much shit that I had a golf membership and never play golf.
Well, you play 3 holes, then you go have breakfast with your kid.
Yes. Me and Avery, we'd go on Saturday mornings. We'd go out and play a couple holes. She'd have her plastic golf clubs, whack them around a little bit, and we'd go have a caramel and head home. So Eric and Mikey gave me so much shit for not playing golf, and I maybe played 3 rounds this year. And we went out and got so shithoused, it was just bad.
I'm just wondering, like, are you willing to, like, add me to your family membership next year, save me a little money since you're not going to use it, or?
No.
Right. He's kind of your daddy on the racetrack, Reid. You probably might as well just add him.
No.
Reid, I don't know if I'd take that from him because I've kind of made him my bitch the last few years, too.
Hey, Eric, how Grand Forks go?
Ooh. Shots fired tonight. So I got to ask, since you guys are all
that win right there was awesome. That was great. I mean,
I just closed my eyes for most of it.
I've watched Eric win a lot of races.
Me too. Usually from 3rd or 4th or 5th. So,
well, usually I'm on the back straightaway. So,
or in victory lane, warming it up for him sometimes, right, Eric?
Yeah, it happens.
But no, that was great. That win that you got in Grand Forks was awesome. Yeah, and I can't wait till Isaac runs in A-Mob. It's going to be great. I can't wait. I'm excited.
Well, see,
really excited.
I know Eric has some special feelings about Isaac going to an A-Mob. So
Isaac
I think
and Reid are so much. They're going to have so much to talk about taking 15th. It's going to be great. I can't wait. Can't wait till they have that kind of teammate where they're just like, oh, God, you got 14th. I got 15th. This is great. Best night ever.
Eric, did you ever run? Hey, don't talk shit. Do you ever run a side biter A-Mod?
I did, yeah.
How'd that work?
Well, since I don't normally talk about heat races, because if you're talking about heat races, you shouldn't be talking. But I won my heat race in that side biter A-Mod against Wayne Johnson and Mike Hagan and Cody Shope. Some guys that, they can wheel a car. And I started 3rd in the feature, and I blew a rod through the oil pan with that piece of shit because the guy that owned the thing didn't do any maintenance on it. So
Gene does a lot of maintenance.
Eric, do you remember when you told Sean Strandlo during Motor Magic?
Which part?
That it was an honor to get lapped by him?
Well, yes, it would be. Yes.
I'm going to use that line next year at some point, probably early in the year. So,
when's your first race?
I don't know. Probably that first night. It's probably going to use it.
Probably when you're going to talk to him about that. But
I'll even park next to him so I can just let him know. So
yeah, you can let him know right now.
yeah,
Hey, come on.
it was an
Isaac,
honor.
are you even going to run Nodak anymore? Or are you just going to leave us in the dust and you're just going to go to Bismarck and Mandan and just like, oh, I'm so cool now, I'm an AMOD driver. You're just going to leave us in the dust.
I'm thinking about May just deleting all your guys' phone numbers and then just never.
I would probably assume.
I will be at Nodak as long as I can drive a race car. It's like a bad addiction.
He's going to
hate the place, but I'll be there.
He's going to be the first guy to take opening night without a roof on.
Yeah. So don't piss off the guy who builds the quick rescue roofs, because I'm thinking like May 1, I'm still going to be waiting for that. So,
well, it's a steep back order. Don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, and that's another thing to talk about there too, Eric. I mean, how's the roof business going for you guys with the quick rescue roofs? How's all that going for you guys?
We're busy as hell. I mean, just shipped off a couple today. I mean, I got another full-time job that I work all the time that is terrible, but I do it. And I also build roofs a bunch. So
yeah, so for anybody that's listening that doesn't know, what you're talking about, just, let them know. Free advertisement for you right here.
Well, everybody that's on the show tonight runs one that races. So, I mean, we got the quick rescue roof deal. It's a way for a driver to get out of a bad situation as quick as you possibly can, whether that be the track crew get you out or the driver himself get himself out. And I don't know why they're not standard equipment, but they should be. And we're working towards just making it the best product we possibly can for the racer. We're trying to make it affordable for the racer, and we're doing that as best we absolutely can. And we try. And I mean, like I said, I think we're so back ordered that we're not going to get Isaac his probably until he needs one. But Reid, I'll have yours ready next week.
Yeah, I'll probably just go make mine myself.
But
or help with it.
With Reid's, don't you want to tie that down just a little bit more? Because whoever knows with Reid, it might fly off of a trailer. There's things that happen like that with Reid, so you might have to make a couple.
Well, normally it's not
car.
going fast enough to wreck one. So we don't.
Dude, okay, so pulling a car down a fucking highway. I thought Eric taught me when we picked up that first sport mod 10 years ago or whatever that was. We picked up that. We broke down in Foxville with your little fucking half-ton Chevy. And I was like, oh, God, that's a story for the century. I mean, I won't get into it.
Not even close.
And then next thing you know, we're going, checked in Grand Forks. We're going on interstate. I got a 40-foot gooseneck. Smalls set it all up. You have all this done. I pulled it behind my pickup. And yeah, it started going. And next thing you know, I look back, I hear this thud, and my car is going 80 miles an hour through the ditch and jumped the fucking northbound lane and then was gone. Just disappeared. So that's that. But we've checked it out. We don't have nothing's bad. It's weird. I don't know.
How did you not bend anything with that though? Like, I mean, that's just it's unreal how. Oh, geez, what is that there?
Knob Creek, good bourbon.
But
good bourbon.
How did you not break anything there, Reid? When you totally parked it.
I honestly don't know. And Smalls, he gave me so much shit. He's like, "How are you this calm?" And I'm like, "Dude, I deal with shit like this every day of the week." But yeah, I was just like, "Oh, my car! It's back there." It did what it did. I don't know. It was fun though. I mean, we got it out, and Small's tow truck experience. We figured it out, and now it's back home, and we're ready to move to our new home on Friday.
Yeah, that's big news. Congratulations on getting your shop there here in Minot. That's huge.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
Jeez,
you got room for all of us, right?
Yeah, you throw up the money, man. We got room for everybody.
Isaac, you look a little starstruck back there. I mean, you're just speechless. This is not like you for my co-host just to. I mean, are you in your feelings tonight? You surprised that Eric showed up? Or, I mean, what? He messaged me and asked if he could come on, so.
Between Ron Swanson and Scott Bloomquist, I don't have much to say right now. So.
Ouch. Come on, you got to have some kind of questions. I mean, trust me, I wasn't expecting this either. That's why we took a commercial break right there before, because I got a message that said, "Hey, send me the link. I'm good to go tonight." And I don't know if this was in the group Snapchat, and then all of a sudden.
Well, yeah, at this point we might as well just have the whole 13 of us in the group chat on. I think that'd be prime. So.
I mean, we can make it happen. Oh, next week or maybe the first episode in January, we do have Larry McFall. Oh, it's getting even better. Hold on, guys. Got somebody here for you. Fluffy, you're reporting live here on In the Groove podcast. How's it going tonight?
Good. I hear you have the group of washed up sport mod drivers on.
Oh, we do. They can hear you. You're on the phone and they can hear you loud and clear. So I think we're getting all 13 of you guys on here. So you got anything to say for these guys?
Well, I know that Reid likes to wreck Kelly Henderson. And
we've
Eric
gone over that.
No!
We've gone over that already, Fluff. He said they kissed and made up over a shot of blackberry brandy.
I see. I bet they did some kissing, that's for sure.
Reid, you got anything to say on that or what?
No, that was it. The whole thing, Fluffy was watching. I mean, I get it. Call the guy for a guy that's raced for 30 years. Give him the call. That's great. Absolutely.
Weren't you calling him?
He felt bad. He thought he was retiring.
Yeah, absolutely. Everyone thought he was retiring. How do you call a guy on a fucking caution? It's supposedly his last race of his fucking career.
How do you call a guy on a caution when it's been the other guy's fault 30 times beforehand?
It's never been my fault. When have I ever caused a caution?
I don't know. I guess we could have to roll the tape on that.
Unless I fucking side, but unless I looped it, but I'm not Luke Crow, so
Oh man! Wow, this is. I mean,
good one.
You're taking shots at him because he was on last week. It was because he's on before you, wasn't it? That's
I talked to him today for. I talked to Luke today for like 20 minutes. We had a good chat. It was great.
Did he prepare?
I am so pissed I missed that. God, I'm pissed I missed that.
Yeah, why'd you say? Oh yeah, Mr. Nappy Nap over here too. Explain that one, Eric.
Huh?
Well, he even said it. He said he was ready to go. He was like, "Oh yeah, tonight's the night. We're gonna do this, everything," and then just ghost town, total ghost town.
Nobody told me that idiot was gonna be on it.
Yeah,
I would have been there if I would have known. Nobody told me.
But here it is. I mean, Reid, I have to pull this picture up for you. It's been sent to by the group. Is this you right here? The 14.
No, that's Kelly, and I own him. I own him. That's why my number's on there. He's LeBron Henderson.
He's LeBron Henderson, huh?
I made him that. Yeah, absolutely.
I don't know the guy.
I called him that.
If it's a picture of a meme, I have no idea what he's talking about. I've never seen one of them.
Yeah, Fluffy's the one who made it. But I called him that 18 times on Sunday. That night.
All the good memes in North Dakota with anyone racing have gone through Chris Ruhr.
That's just a rumor. Fake news.
Chris, I think you should check your links in your on your YouTube or Facebook right now. So yeah, you do.
Oh boy. Oh.
But yeah, I mean, you guys, this is just getting unreal. You got guys drinking the Busch lattes, the nectar of the gods. You got guys drinking water and Mountain Dew and. Oh man, what is that?
That's funny shit.
What does that one say? Hey, Reid, since we got you here too, we got another one for you. I want you to take a listen to this one. You excited to race? You worried about the weather?
No, I'm very excited. Haven't raced in 2 weeks, basically, because we were off last week.
That's true. All right, so you know what it is. Rapid fire questions. Whatever comes to mind, you got to answer it.
Let's do it.
And we may ask why.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Liquor or beer?
Busch Light.
Busch Light.
Yep.
The nectar of the gods.
Yep, absolutely.
One with a slice of pizza or about 30 of them?
About 30. I mean, you can't stop at one.
Can you have them alone, or are those like drink with the boys?
No, they're drinks with the boys, and the best place for them is Bullet Transmission.
Ooh, shut up. What do you think about that, Reid, as you're sitting there sipping some more Busch Latte?
Good, man. I don't know. Good.
You know, you're really soft-spoken on the phone. You're giving me all this advice about the show and everything like that. So I'm just going to take it right here, and I'm going to say, Eric, if you could give Reid 2 suggestions for the 2021 race season, what would it be?
And don't say fucking quit, you dickhead. Because that's the first thing he'll fucking say. I guarantee you. Quit. Because I already talked about it, but he already said if I want it, because I've already called him out. He calls me out and like, dude, you used to suck. And then he's like, well, if you want to keep up with my standards, you got to win a fucking feature this year off the pole. So
I believe the question was for Eric, Reid.
We'll see what happens. No, I want it to reiterate.
Do I get to talk or no?
What we had already talked about.
No, I guess I don't get to talk on that. So I don't get to respond at all for my question for Reid.
Okay, let's hear it then, bitch boy.
Sam, can you repeat the question? Because I've been lost in the context here.
All right. The question is, if you could tell Reid anything, give him two things of advice for the 2021 race season, what would it be?
Well, the first one would easily be, like, he needs to, for one, quit spending all his money and spend a little bit more time. Like, less money, more time on working on his shit. And, like, he gave me shit once about, like, I used to have all my racing knowledge passed down to me by some people before me that helped me out. And he said, why don't you ever help me out? And I said, well, you know what? I'm doing this shit tonight, this shit the next night. Come on over whenever you want. Guess who's never showed? Reid.
Whoa!
Secondly, I would tell him that, you know, if he wants, he likes to say that, well, when I first started, I sucked. Yes, I agree. I actually probably think that I still suck. But when I first started, so year 3, which is where Reid's at right now, I got to start one of my first features from the pole because I sucked and won it. And if he doesn't do that this year, then he should probably just sell the shit.
And I probably will.
And then my third point of advice would be if he's that interested in this kind of shit, he should probably just be a car owner. Hire somebody like me or no, not Isaac, but somebody else.
I think he should let me drive a car. I mean, if he's going to be a car owner, that is a perfect spot for me.
Isaac's a guy that just wants to like take 15th every night, so he probably doesn't want to run Reid shit. Reid shit's capable of winning every night. That's the issue.
Ouch. All right, what's up, everybody? We've all been in the shop, and we have those tools that we just don't like to use. Well, I've got a solution for that. Go over to powerbuilt.com and use product code MADBRO15 at checkout and save 15% while you're doing it. I mean, it's easy. I'm talking high quality and durable tools. Lifetime warranty, so if you break it, it breaks, or just something happens, you send it back. No questions asked. Proven performance. I'm talking people in the NHRA and everywhere else are using these tools. So why don't you go over to powerbuilt.com right now, use product code 15 at checkout and save yourself 15%. Again, product code MADBRO15, save 15%. Thank you to PowerBuild Tools for everything that they do for us too. But like I said, this train keeps rolling, this show keeps getting better, and these guys don't even know what's about to happen. But my traditional co-host, Chris Ruhr. How is it going?
You've replaced me with another fat guy, Isaac. And then you bring on the most washed up group of sport mod racers I've ever seen to talk to a new Imca guy.
Oh, man.
How do you call me washed up? I just started.
Yeah, for the record, like, you can't be washed up if you only won heat races.
Hey, you know what? Them heat races are fucking golden. They are good to win. I love them.
You gotta leave him.
Great.
He was so happy when he got to put that first heat race sticker on his car. He was just jacked.
Oh, absolutely.
I'm having a hard time taking Eric serious with that mustache.
Oh, yeah, I get it.
I feel like he's going to order a liter of cola. That's all I'm...
Just a liter of bourbon.
A liter of bourbon.
So here you guys go. Here you guys go. Since Chris is already starting and taking shots at everybody else, here's your chance to take your shot at him in the racetrack. I mean, does anybody got anything to say? Any takers?
I got plenty of shit to say about that.
Uh-oh.
Track's perfect, Fluffy.
We're not trying to get anyone in trouble. He's saying that now, but I wonder what he's going to be saying during...
I got plenty of shit to say.
I only care what Isaac says now because he's a varsity guy. He's an A-mod guy. He's Class B racers. Not worried about him.
Wow.
For the record, Reid would be a Class C racer.
What?
Freshman
Well, we
team.
know he's not a CDL racer.
Well, if I'm a Class B, then you're Class C, bud. But anyway, I got some shit to say about fucking Fluffy.
Let's hear
All that matters is Chase Conway wins, bro. Oh, did I say it?
Yeah.
Did I say it?
Here.
Oh, God.
Did I say it?
That's
2000.
I got his picture hanging in the back of my room.
Yeah. Well,
2,222 reasons to hate me.
Yeah.
All right.
Go on top! Go on top!
You guys are probably all in your group snap right now, just snapping each other. But here we go. Eric, I want to hear what you have to say.
Yeah, let's hear it.
Fluffy?
Yep.
Oh, well, I mean, if you want to talk about how he does, like, NODAC stuff and how he's probably one of the most important guys for, like, NODAC track prep and all that kind of stuff, yeah, that's great. Like, we'll talk about that all day long, but you know how useless he is now to Team 49? Like, he used to be a guy that was, like, there every weekend, like, grinding tires, doing his thing, like, telling Dallas what to do, telling Jake what to do. Like, he was the man. And then all of a sudden he's like, you know what, I'm going to try to prep a track. And then all of a sudden you never fucking seen the asshole. Like,
Well, he's the same way with the 12 machine too.
Oh God. Well, see, he's been through his fair share of drivers, but at the same time, now he gives no fair share to anybody. It's just either the track or work. That's it. Self-loving, no track or work. Like the running joke is like, I got a brand new Razor car. I want Fluffy to come see it. And he won't.
Right. I don't need to see it.
Yeah, he's never even seen it.
Was
Nobody
that
wants
you,
to see that thing.
Eric? Was that you rolling through town in that Super Duty with the new car on the trailer? Was that you today?
Today?
Yeah.
Today would have been no, not me today.
Oh.
Maybe it was Reid. Maybe he sold Duramax and got a Super Duty. Anyway.
No,
The car was on the trailer, so it wasn't.
No, he's still talking about fucking heat races. You got heat races to talk about.
all that matters, bro.
Oh man.
Yeah. People remember heat races. Nobody cares about a feature.
Hey Reid. No matter what, for you and Isaac, even though Isaac is balding and we can't really see, we see just the top of his head. He's going to sleep over there. I want you guys to remember.
All right.
I want you guys to remember.
Player now.
Drive fast and take chances. No matter what place you come in, just drive fast and take chances. Nobody
trusts a guy named Simon Sam. How many times are you going to go?
Fluff, me and you just need to race. Reid, give me your car. Somebody give you a car, and we can just race. I don't know why you don't trust me. I'm a damn good driver.
I don't know. It's on a straightaway, but you don't know how to turn.
Hey, you got to learn someday. We'll have snow drifts here.
I'll put my shit.
There you
that
go.
St. Fair Enduro is coming up.
Fluffy can hop in my shit. No, actually, let's look at this. Let's look at this a little bit better. There's a race on the 14th of Arizona, 14th of January down there. It is the Pitman's Challenge, and it's $1,000 to win. I will porta potty my fucking seat out. Yep. And we will grease Fluffy in there, and then Reid, you can haul your shit down. You put Sam in there, and we'll see who wins that $1,000 because I'm already going to be there.
Boom. Fluff?
What happens when we break the track record and make you look stupid? Then what?
Oh,
you know what?
God.
The last time I put somebody else in my car that wasn't me, they made me look stupid. So I'll be used to it. So.
Isaac, make sense of all this for me. I mean, now, Fluff is telling me he's just hating. First he said I could drive a sport mod. Then he said I need to go down to a stock car. And then he said I need to go down to a enduro car. Now he just won't even race me. Make sense of all this.
This goes back to Fluffy and I, the Sport Compact World Challenge. We need 8 Sport Compacts so people can decide this stuff on the racetrack. No more. We just get 8 Sport Compacts, all even, and we just go freaking hash it out, and then everything is set in stone. We just put, here, there's 5 of us right here. Loopy's 6. We'll make McFall 7 just so he can shut up about it, and Hulberg 8. There, we got the first 8 for the Sport Compact World Challenge.
So, okay, let me write this down.
I can already guarantee you that McFall won't show up. He'll take that week off.
Reid will probably be taking a nap. So
yeah.
And we all go out too fast, too furious. I'm going to get in a Honda Civic.
Oh, my
Tokyo
God.
Drift now.
He's lost. He's sitting there.
No, I'm not kidding.
He's scrolling through Twitter on his phone.
There is a $1,000 Pitman's show down at this Arizona thing I'm racing in January, and I cannot let Jake run it because we all have seen how that worked out for me. So if you want to come down, yeah, I'll porta power that bitch out, and we'll sit you in the seat, and we'll win $1,000. Call it a night.
Guys, just look how sad that Reid is now that he's not the star of the show. Look at him.
Oh, I'm not sad.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I really am sorry about that, Reid. I mean, this was supposed to be your night, and then Eric jumped on, and then Chris jumped on. I mean, but it looks like you guys are kind of at peace and at home. Everybody's giving each other crap, and everybody's just happy.
I need better friends.
Well, you gotta understand.
Eric down there killed me one night. I mean, a long time ago, he had a really, 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 really fast car, and not a race car. He was a garbage race car driver at the time. And he never killed me. We were going sideways down the highway. I'm not joking. And he looks over at me and he goes, "Don't worry, I'm a race car driver." I'm like, "Holy fuck! You kidding me?"
That's the same thing he said to us when he had a golf cart stuffed in a bunch of bushes at the Garrison Golf Course.
Yeah. I mean, I was just like, what? I mean, we're going sideways down the highway and cars are coming. And he's like, "Just don't worry, I'm a race car driver." I'm like, "Oh, great confidence, Buster."
Hey, I have a pretty good response to that. Did either of you die?
No, but do you remember that night, Eric?
Does it matter? Shut the fuck up.
Touche.
Man, this
Hey, Isaac.
Yeah, what's up, bud?
Do you feel like you're hosting an intervention right now with these group of yahoos? There's not enough church in Turtle Lake to make this group right.
Who needs enemies with friends like these?
I mean, I don't even know what to say. I had a list of questions, but we threw those out of the window after the
fire them out. Let's go.
No,
rapid fire questions.
Rapid fire questions. All right.
One per person.
Fluff.
Yep.
You suck.
What's new?
No. Fluff, so looking forward to 2021 race season, what would you say is going to be, what are you going to change the most out of what you've done in 2020?
Well, I'm going to make the racetrack a lot more challenging so people like Eric can't just win all the time. That's my goal. Make it more Reid Hansen friendly.
And how exactly do you do that?
I suppose drive. Well, I don't know. I don't really. If you make it hammer down, then the open motors run away.
You'd have to take all the talent away. Reid Hansen friendly.
You make it dry slick, then Reid's gonna just spin out and run into Kelly again. I don't know what to do.
It doesn't matter because I got Chase going. As soon as Chase gets there, Chase wins. So what the fuck you guys all bitching about? I'll call him right now. We'll get him on the fucking horn. He'll win. Chase races 4 nights a year. This last year, raced 4 nights, won 3. That's pretty fucking good. Better than Eric.
Oh, well,
Eric shit. I don't know.
Eric raced maybe 5 and won 3 probably, so that's still pretty good.
Raced 8.
Well, what's that? Okay, well, let's talk percentages here. What's better?
Math is not our
math. I don't fucking know.
You're number 1 in the number 2 business. That's all we know.
That's all that matters. I pump shit.
Reid Hansen shit don't stink, but he can tell you everybody else's does because he's all of it.
Yeah, A1. Well, speak on that. Little A1 Evans. You know, maybe we should get you on a Sport Compact for that legendary Sport Compact race. What do you think about that, Reid? Make that happen?
No.
Hard no. Did you see that, Isaac? Hard no.
They are number 1 and the number 2.
Jeez. But the Sport Compact and Reid's car and the Sport Compact kind of turn the same.
Shut the fuck up. No, I get it. Asked all the time. Will you sponsor this? Will you sponsor that? If we gave money to everyone that asked if they want a sponsorship, I'd go broke. But anything that has to do with kids, I want to give money to. Race cars? No, fuck you. Do it on your own because everyone else does it on their own.
Is that why?
Rito, next year,
my opinion.
Next year it's 49 teams for kids. So we're going to need some money to support like buying kids presents and shit, but mainly the 49 tires.
You need to stay away from kids with that mustache.
49 teams and kids.
Yeah, with that mustache, I don't think you can get within 100 feet of kids. So
do not patrol the local schools right now, Eric.
We're good. We're good, I think.
Hey,
you're
man,
not allowed around.
You know, Eric, I don't care what they're saying about you. I rocked one of those too, and I just put the picture up. There's nothing wrong with rocking the stash every once in a while. Granted,
that looks like a picture that should be in the post office.
It's actually like, so we do for the PD, we do No Shave November. So we get the whole month of November to grow our beards out and look like men for a little bit. And we did that, and I'm supposed to go back to work tomorrow, so I had to get rid of the beard. And as cops, we're allowed mustaches because, well, I mean, what cop isn't allowed a mustache? And I decided to get rid of the beard and keep the mustache just to gross out the wife for a day. And I have accomplished that task. It is a success. I have grossed her out. She's petrified about my appearance. So I will get rid of it tomorrow when I go back to work.
No. Keep it. Whole month of December.
Are you just for men that beard? There's no way that mustache is fucking normal.
No,
it is.
You need
that
to.
Is just for men.
It's too perfect.
No, Eric.
Yeah, it is just for men.
Eric,
no, you bought the little hair kit that came with the fucking mustache deal. It's just for men.
You shaved that off of Jake's goat and glued it to your face.
You want me to keep it for another day so you can inspect it?
No, I think you need to keep that for the whole month of December and take Christmas pictures like that and everything. You have to.
Nope.
A stash like that needs to be in a Christmas photo.
This is the creepiest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Let's get back on to Isaac. Let's talk.
Oh God.
Let's talk A-Mod racing with Isaac. And more importantly, let's talk about...
I'm the cool host. I ask the questions. You don't get to ask questions.
Let's talk more on the situation of you are leading the Fighting Aggies basketball team. And if they don't beat Bishop Ryan and Delax Burlington, that's your fault. I hope you know that. I don't know how else to explain it to you, but it's your fault.
Hey, Reid.
I will take
you
the blame
have a
for all
lot of
losses.
Fucking pressure on your shoulders.
Yes. I'll take the blame for all losses.
I mean, my father-in-law, he tells me he's up to date on Velva Athletics because he is a die-hard. And if there's boys that can't perform, I mean, he tells me all about it.
I hate Velma. Oh.
And I hate to say it, but I've kind of become partial to Velma being like my second home. So, yeah, it's all on you, bud. We need a state tournament team. We had a state tournament football team, so state tournament basketball team can't be far reach, right? You got players.
We're gonna work every day. We got a lot of talent. They got a good group. So I know we're gonna prepare every day like it's state tournament time. That's what my job is, and we're gonna work hard. So I got a good group. We'll see what happens.
What's up, everybody? I'm going to tell you the easiest way to start your podcast right now is called Anchor. Go over, download the Anchor app, get on their site, and start your podcast today. You don't have to have any listenership already. You can start from scratch. It's going to distribute all of your podcasts to the major platforms, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many more. As a creative tool, you can edit from your computer or your phone if you're on the go. It's just really the easiest way to start your podcast. So if you haven't done it already, go over and download the Anchor app and get started on your podcast today.
Night show, I really don't have much to say. I mean, Isaac, you're on with me here. We've got these guys. They're off the charts. They're off the handles. I don't know. I don't really want you to feel like they're putting all the pressure on you there, Isaac. Don't mind them. I mean, hey, you have to learn how to lose a couple of games to become better. So, Reid's saying what he wants to, but you've lost a couple of heat races. You've lost a couple of features, so you know what it's like to. I don't really think Reid can give you that much crap, with his record he's got going on there.
Oh no, it's good. Reid, he's a good supporter. It's all right. He cares. He checks in all the time. So that's why I checked on him during his nap, because I was worried about him. So there's a lot of love back and forth there. It's all good. So.
All right, but then this guy right here, Chris Ruhr, Fluff. I mean, come on, man. You said you wanted to be on this journey with me. You wanted to ride it out, and then all of a sudden, concrete. It's freaking snowing outside, and you're talking about concrete. It's raining outside, and you're ditching me, and you're in the store. I'm kind of pissed, man. You're in Walmart.
Is that the birthday balloon still behind you?
What's that?
Is that
the birthday balloon still behind you?
The what behind me?
The birthday balloon.
It is.
See?
It is.
How am I going to have a co-host that can't even hear?
Well, okay, so I only left work to go get groceries for my daughter's birthday, and then I went back to work and worked till midnight while you guys were at home sleeping.
No, actually, I was editing the podcast. Because there are people that will text me at 6 a.m. like this guy, Reid Hansen, that's on his phone right now. Yeah, he'll text me at 6 a.m. talking about, hey, is the new episode up yet? 8 o'clock a.m., they drop. Oh, my day's halfway over. Well, the normal citizen, hey, 8 o'clock is when the podcast drops. And then if you miss the podcast, get over to our YouTube channel and you can watch this hysterical video drop and you can see what's actually going on, the emotion. But then, if you don't want to miss anything, there's this guy with that stash. It's beautiful. It is it's majestic.
Did you make another drink? It's been a half hour.
You sound like my wife.
Be next to your wife. She's your best sponsor.
She's over here bitching.
Jeez.
Yeah, we should interview her. She's the number one sponsor.
Ask your wife Donald Trump.
No,
I want to hear the response.
I have a question for her. No, I have one serious question. How does it feel?
Megan, do you love Donald Trump or not?
Hey, come on. We don't talk politics on the podcast. Come on, man.
Reid, shut up.
I have to ask a serious question.
Let's ask Megan who her favorite racer is.
Well, yeah. There's one. So scoot closer to her. Act like you love her. Come here.
I do not know.
Okay.
No.
Megan, honest question. Who is your favorite race car driver?
Sandro.
She's going to say Chase Conway.
Dallas.
Yes!
Conway! Chase Conway!
Ouch. And then another question for you here is, what is it like to be, I guess, the wife of the most liked but the most hated sport mod driver here in Nodak?
Fuck the haters.
Ooh, Reid, I think that one was geared towards you. See, and that's cool to hear. She supports her man. She's okay with it. But I think
Megan, why is Eric wearing your house coat?
How much does she like the mustache on a scale of 1 to 10?
Oh, yeah, that's a better question.
That's a question for Stella. Stella does not like the mustache. Look at her. She's scared.
Stella don't like it. Megan don't like it.
Mm-hmm.
So mustache rides are out of the question.
No. No.
Jesus Christ, boys.
I feel like Reid is very jealous because clearly he's infatuated with the mustache. So maybe he can't grow facial hair, or is someone...
I can grow it.
I love it.
I just choose to go this.
Megan, I think we need to have a Girls Tell It All episode. We're getting race car drivers' wives on the show, and yes. Reid, how do you...
That seems like a horrible idea.
Come on, guys.
Emily will be shotgunning beers. My wife won't even stand in front of the camera.
I just
would just yell at all of us.
For nothing. That was a free bonus.
Hey, you know what? Guess what you get, Eric? I don't know if you've listened to the podcast or anything, superstar status that you...
I've tried to get about as much as Reid gets for a heat race. Nothing.
Hey, you guys all do. At the beginning of the season, you guys will be rocking. They make Circle Track Racing Great Again shirts for coming on In the Groove. They will say on the back, In the Groove podcast. Hope you guys can all stay in the groove. Hopefully, Reid can find his groove.
Don't get too carried away here. Ask her what she feels about Isaac, Fluffy, and Reid.
Oh man, do we want to
better cut the commercial?
I don't want to know.
Lay it on me.
I don't want to know.
All right,
this will be.
No, I don't.
Hey, Megan, I just want to say thanks for that. All you do for the community and the state. I really appreciate what you do. So you're more important than anybody else in that living room. I know that. So you're doing much more for North Dakota.
That's a little side up there.
Honey, what do you think? What do you think about Reid?
You don't want me to answer that.
Hey, what do you think about Mikey Venice, Megan?
Yeah. You hate us more than Michael Venice?
Tell him. Tell him what you think.
She pleads.
What's his nickname again, Megan?
Yeah.
Hepatitis B.
Shot.
He settled down and married now. He's fine. He's a married man now.
Is he actually married? I saw all you guys posting that on Facebook.
Oh, he's married.
There's a video. There's a video. It happened.
Has anybody ever got married and not told you guys?
One time.
How many of you guys were at Reid's wedding?
Didn't even get an invite.
Raise your hand right now if you were there.
Yeah, we got married last summer. It was great.
He probably invited Chase Conway, not us.
Yep, 100% I did. Yep, but I was. Yep, it was great. I'll tell my daughter all day long not to have premarital sex, and then next thing you know, she was a 2-year-old at my wedding. Surprise!
Jesus.
Whatever. It's great.
Wow.
See, Chase Conway invited me to his wedding, but Reid Hansen did not.
I got drunk at that wedding.
Me and Fluffy were at Chase's wedding and got pretty shit-faced.
Yes, we did.
Because we drank a lot of Robbie wine, if I remember right.
Blue
Moon Farm. Yes, we got really fucked up.
Well, Sam, I think it's official that this is probably the last show we're ever going to do on this podcast.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. We'll see what the ratings look like here in the next couple of days. But I mean, hey, you know what? This is a thing, though. No, this is a thing. You have to have these moments like this. Is he really on the phone? Wow.
I think he's calling Chase.
Are you calling Chase right now?
No, I already tried.
He just has to brush his hair away to put his headset in.
Yeah,
I think actually you need to.
Dude, it's going. Fluffy, don't even talk shit because it's going. There's no rim about it. It's going.
You need to.
You
need to think about this for a little bit because, like, you have the. I'm not saying the 14th and 15th place finishers of the A mains and B main or in B mods and A mods. They're in the same fucking chat. Like, you have both of them. Like, it's amazing. Like, I can't even, like, what other kind of podcast is going to have a guy that takes 15th in an A mod and 16th in a B mod in the same chat? That's a record.
Is anyone else even amazed that Eric's head even fits in the screen on this thing?
Oh, wow. Wow.
I love that his wife laughed to that.
The back of that hat's already popped open from his head swelling.
Hey,
Hey, all I can say is every time Eric talks shit, I said, hey, you used to suck. And I watched you, and you suck.
Everybody's going to start somewhere.
All I can ever say about it.
Him and his Dale Jr. pajama pants.
I keep telling Reid, I still suck. I'm not any good. My shit's pretty good, but I ain't any good.
So what? So okay.
No. I have to win a feature. We already talked about it.
Yes, we already talked about this.
I have to win a feature off.
All right, so now we're just gonna mute him, so he can't say anything.
No.
I have a question. I do have a question though. So instead of bad tips, let's give him good tips. Like if you could get into Reid's car one night and say, okay, I drove it, or something that you've seen, what helpful tip would you give to him?
No, but see that I've already done that. When Reid first started,
you have not. You drunk motherfucker.
Hey,
listen, Reid.
Can you mute him again?
Yeah, I just
mute
did.
him again.
I just did.
Yeah, good. Because that's a fucking lie. He first called me when he first started thinking about racing. He's like, "What should I do to race? Like, I want to start racing. I had an enduro once. I should probably race or something. Like, I don't fucking know. What should I do?" I'm like, "Hey, man, you should spend the money and race the class you want to race. Like, should you start in a hobby stock? No. If that's not where you want to be, like, you should start." He's like, "Oh, I want to race a mod." And I'm like, "Then start in a sport mod. That's where, like, you're going to spend all the stuff that you spend in a hobby stock to get to a sport mod is going to be money burnt away to get it started in a sport mod to get better." So I'm like, just start in the class you want to race. Do that. He's like, "Yeah, okay, all right, I think I can do that." I'm like, "Yes, just do that. That's all I ask. Like, I don't care. I'll help you out." And like now, me and him like to talk a lot of shit, and he likes to say that, well, when you first started out, when you first raced, you were garbage. You were bullshit too. So I feel better about being terrible because you sucked when you started. Everybody sucks when they started. Everybody knows that. But I threw the bar out to him this year because now it's his third year, and when it was my third year, I won my first race, feature race, because that's all we count. Heat races don't count. I won my first feature race from the pole, because that's how IMCA starts people. I won my first feature race from the pole in my third year. So if he doesn't do that this year, he's behind the track. So let's let him figure it out.
He'll do it.
Absolutely. And I respect Eric 100%. I respect everybody. But yeah, now it's time to figure it out. But from a guy that's never started a race before, not gonna lie, it's pretty fucking intimidating. So yeah, let's go on. Now that we're into it a bit, I mean, how many guys?
What is he trying to talk?
What's that?
Isaac's definitely still on here.
Oh my!
Eric's
from a guy that what?
Wait. Eric's first nights in a mod didn't even make it to the B main. Can you?
No, I watched it. He raced Hellebus car, which is great. Whatever. And the motor blew. Which
yeah,
no.
He had a killer and a killer car.
Eric's first night in a mod at Motor Magic.
I've got it right here.
ninth in the B main. They didn't even transfer.
Second
night,
he did get the top transfer
a
spot.
lap down. 19th a lap down the second night. In Williston, when we went to the fall roundup, on the fourth night, he won a heat race. So let's see. So opening night, if I make it out of my B main, then am I scotch free then, Eric, for a while or what?
Wait. We're talking night 4 in my borrowed shit. I've won a heat race.
Oh, don't talk
Robert
about
Robert won a track championship in that car, but whatever.
No. That's not what we're talking about. We're talking the fourth night I ran that borrowed shit. I won a heat race. Is that what we said?
Yeah, and you also missed the B main or missed the transfer out of a B.
No. That's not what we're saying.
I like where he's going with this.
The fourth night that I ran that borrowed shit, I won a B main.
Okay, yep, you did. Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right.
So would you give no, Eric?
Who did I beat that? No, who did I beat in that heat race, Isaac? Who did I beat?
I want to talk. Should we talk? No. Let's talk more about the B main though.
No. Show the screen. Who did I beat in that heat race?
I haven't got to that yet. I'm still looking at the B main results.
No, I want you to show it. Show who I beat in that heat race.
So I think
if you want to talk about heat race,
Eric Schultz was in that.
I don't
B main.
talk about heat races because heat races they're stupid. But if you want to talk about heat race,
who beat Dallas in the B main?
Who did I beat in the heat race?
Well, I won my heat race at 92. The track must not have been very good.
Hold on, I was there.
Wasn't it a Dust Bowl?
In the AMOD.
Wasn't it a Dust Bowl?
Before that race, and it was one lane.
Yep, because it was dusty as heck for the sport mods. Yeah, that's right.
Can you show who I beat in the heat race?
I'll look here.
Yeah, I bet you can.
Eric, let's just talk more on your racing. Why do you love to bang the ditch so much?
Yeah, why do you do that?
Why?
That's a good question.
Well, because he went high one time and it cost him $2,000.
well, it's because Chase Conway is there. Chase Conway wins everything.
What's broken up Ray?
If Chase Conway's there, he's won.
Reid, I've won a race in the
Chase is my boy. Chase is my boy. Don't fucking talk shit.
Do you think I would talk shit?
No.
But I've won a ton of races in the ditch.
Me and Isaac are way too sober for this party.
Yeah, a lot of us are.
Isaac, show the heat race from where we played.
Well, Mike Hagan just texted me about that heat race and said that he had a spark plug wire fall off.
Sure.
And
it's pulling up the archives.
Wayne texted Fluffy about this heat race and said that the track was a one-lane piece of shit. That's all we got from that results page. So,
but you're talking excuses like assholes. Like, let's see the results.
So I got 4 nights to win a heat race. Then
let's see the results.
That's kind of what it comes down. That's what I'm hearing. I'll take that.
Why aren't you showing us the results?
Hey, Eric, will you give him this? Eric, will you give him this? 4 nights. He has 4 nights to make it into a feature. Will you give him that?
4 nights to make it into a feature?
Yeah.
That's 4 nights of showing up in North Dakota.
Yeah, we don't have enough cars anymore for that.
All right. I mean, what? Give him a friendly wager. I mean, I think he deserves.
I'll give him a friendly wager. Like, it took me 4 nights to win an AMOD heat race in borrowed equipment. I'll give him 4 nights to win an AMOD heat race in his own equipment.
Eric can talk all the crap he wants, but if Isaac pulls off a win in the AMOD, he'll be the first one to victory lane.
So,
yeah, okay, I'll go to your side. Fluffy's right. As much shit as Eric and I give you, nobody was happier in Grand Forks, other than my mother and grandmother, than Eric. I will say that. As much shit as we give each other, he truly does care about my success. But he also really loves my failures. So,
well, I mean, you have to take those. You have to take the goods and the bads there, right? I mean, you guys are friends. You guys, send snaps to each other, probably text, talk every day. So, of course, I mean, it's only right it's only right that he gives you a little crap when you're doing bad. I mean, I'm going to try and keep the cuss words down because between Reid and all the rest of you guys have said enough. But, I mean, it's like that. But that brings it to another point. What is it like at the racetrack? Like, is it a brotherhood or is it, hey, you guys all competed against each other? So is that still a brotherhood or is it like, hey, dude, you're my competitor when we strap on the helmets and right before, so don't talk to me, don't come to my pits?
Well, I tell you what, in 2017, we raced for that NODAC championship, and then we've raced together for 5-6 years now. And I honestly, I think we've had one incident, and it was just one racing deal in 6 years. So like, I'd say life's pretty good between us. As much as we like to bitch each other, it's good. It's good to be like this because then we can have mutual enemies too. So that's fun.
You got to be nice to Isaac. He's got the snacks.
That's true. He loves his Swiss cheese. So,
I talk a lot of shit. Like, I like to play that. And I don't like to lose because nobody does. But at the same token, there's nobody happier than when Isaac wins. Like, I have jumped on his sister's back. I have almost tackled his grandma when he's won. Like, I've been the case for that to win. Like I should be the biggest loser in that. And I'm the one that wins, or I'm the one that loses out, and he's the one that wins. Like, I can't help myself. Like, I get way happier when one of my buddies win than when I win myself. Like, everybody's seen my stuff in victory lane. Like, yeah, I'm happy. Like, I thank the sponsors. I thank everybody that's there that helped me get there. I like to do that. But, like, there isn't a camera on you when you take second place. And when you take second place and you are happier than the guy that wins, like, that means a lot. And that tells me that we're running the same class. And, like, we're running the class that we should be running in. And that's what pisses me off so much about Isaac saying, wow, I'm going to go run A-mods next year. Well, I'm losing a buddy. Like, that's the thing that makes me mad. It's not that I lose a competitor or I lose a guy that I'm competing against. It's that I lose a guy that I like racing against. And that's what hurts me.
I think he's getting a little choked up there, Isaac. I mean, how do you feel about that, knowing that your rival, text buddy, your friend, but most importantly, like a brother to you, is saying that? Like, he's sad to see you leave a class where you guys pretty much, have grown your passion together. How does that feel for you?
Honestly, making the move to the mod deal, it was tough from the fact of all the guys I got to race with and make these friends. Like, Eric and I were very close until 2017. We kind of got to be buddies there, and then when Robbie passed away, that was kind of when we all became really close, and unfortunate situation that made us all really close. And so through all of that, we spent a lot of our career together. So it kind of does suck from that standpoint. And I think there's a couple of guys that I know when I first started racing, Wyatt Olson really set the standard, and then Robbie kind of did it of speed and competitiveness, and then Eric for sure has done that. And so I'm going to miss that a lot, and I'm going to miss just being able to BS about guys in the class. It's going to suck. I'm not going to lie. It's just like I said, we've grown a friendship here and a bond in this class. There's several of us, and it's been a lot of fun. And I know I'm going to miss. I'm not going to. When you line up and Eric's out there, my goal is to try to beat Eric. He's fast. He's freaking fast. He's good. And so I'm going to miss that. I flat out miss that. So yeah, I'm kind of with him. I knew he wasn't. He doesn't want me to fail. He wants me to go and do whatever. I know, but it sucks. Loopy kind of said the same thing, and we've had a pretty good deal here the last 4 or 5 years.
So, but then when you guys have this history of, being at the racetrack and racing and the racing history. And then for, the star of tonight's show, but I think he got really kicked out, Reid, he's just getting back in. He's just getting into this. So you guys are picking on him, giving him crack. and he's got hard skin, and he's definitely, you know, a great-hearted person, always happy. Haven't really ever really seen Reid mad. So what is it like now seeing a younger guy, Reid, come in and just want to be a part of this, soaking it all in and taking the knowledge? What is that like for you guys to see that?
Well, see, you understand that Reid is a year younger than me.
I'm not younger.
You're young in the race scene, is what I'm saying.
No, I'm just late, really, really, really late getting into it.
No child left behind.
But you're a year younger than me.
Yes, I'm a year younger than Eric. And
really?
if it wasn't for Randy Conway, I honestly would have never got into it. I mean, he is the main reason, and per se, the Conway family that I ever got into it. It's kind of unreal. Randy texted my dad, and it was like, I don't know what they had going on, but they had something going on. But he either called my dad or texted my dad. I was like, well, is Reid going to race? And I'm like, no. The dad called me. I'm like, oh, I don't know. Fuck, whatever, you know. And next thing you know, I bought a race car. It was probably the worst decision I've ever made in my entire life.
You know, Reid, I give you a lot of credit because it's not, like I said, Eric and I grew up in this deal. Our dads, our uncles, our families. I give you a lot of credit because it is almost impossible to do what you're doing. It is so hard to show up and learn everything in 2 years and be, parking in victory lane. So I give you a lot of credit for the attitude that you bring to the racetrack because you're learning, you're getting it, you've improved from year to year. And so I give you a lot of credit because it's not freaking easy. It's not, there's no, you're learning from the Conways and their whole life from Roddy back in the 70s racing. It's just, you don't have that background. And so I think it just impresses me that you have the gumption to keep doing it. I love that. We need more of that. We need more guys that have the cojones that you do to say, I'm going to try this. Screw it. I'm going to go race. I'm not going to sit in the stands, So I appreciate that with you, Rito.
Yeah, no, that's 100%, man. Like, it wasn't...
He's getting up again.
I mean, it wasn't planned by any means, but yeah, if it wasn't for Randy calling my dad or however it worked out, my wife, she's hot. I love her.
Hey, race wife.
If it wasn't...
We have a question for your wife. How does it feel? Where is she going? She can't leave.
Okay, come here. Hold on. What's the question? I'll tell her the question.
The question is, how does she feel about her husband being a race car driver?
How do you feel about me being a race car driver?
I'm learning.
She's learning. And that's, if you talk to Eric's wife or if you talk to Isaac's wife, that's the biggest thing is like, it's they don't know, and what I didn't know getting into it, how big of a family sport it is. And that doesn't mean a immediate family. It means like me and Isaac are family, like that type of deal where we can bounce. If I ever had a problem, Isaac would be there or Eric would be there, that type of deal. Like, it's not so much a racing deal, it's a racing family. And that's what people don't realize is, like, the racing family truly is something.
She can't leave. We have one more question for her. One more.
Danielle, you can't leave. It's one more question.
We got to do it because we did it to Eric's wife. So, the question is, if she can tell you to improve on one thing, what would it be?
If I can improve on one thing, what would it be?
You gotta get more mad, be more badass about it.
So basically right there, you guys heard it, boys. She just said Reid needs to grow a pair when he gets behind the wheel of the race car. Can we all not agree?
That's exactly what Randy told me too.
She just told him, she said, pull your pig boy pants up and drive that thing like you got a pair.
Yeah, that's so look out. Randy told me the same thing.
I don't know what to say about that, Reid. you know, your wife pretty much just said, hey, you're doing a good job, but you got to pull those big boy pants up and do it just a little bit better. LS Teca Mexican food located here in Minot, North Dakota on the north side. If you want the best and authentic Mexican food located in Minot, North Dakota, please check out the gang up at LS Teca Mexican food located right near the Minot International Airport. Go up there, try one of the burritos, and I guarantee you will not leave hungry. The best and authentic Mexican food here in Minot, North Dakota. Again, that is LS Teca for all your dine-in and dine-out needs. Can't thank LS Teca enough for always going up there and getting those fresh tacos. Fluff, I know we're supposed to have a taco date. How do you feel? I mean, your wife isn't on here. I don't know. She's probably taking care of the baby or she's right there listening to all this. But how do you feel knowing that Reid's wife just said, look, you know, you're doing good. You're going to get better. I support you. But, man, where did your balls go? Like, I mean, straightforward. Just straight up told him, like, look. You're doing good, but you got to pick those drawers up just a little bit.
I just became a huge fan of Reid's wife. And I think that needs to go back on the back of the sport mod next year. Needs to be more badass about it.
Needs to be more badass about it. I mean, I think that's the way you should go. 2020, I'm going to make this call for him. Reid, I'm going to bring Reid. I think for the 2020 race season, we need to make Reid badass again. You've got the hair going. I think, you know, maybe, and this is no throwing no shade on someone, but Reid, maybe you got to do the Cole Hansen. Maybe the Cole Hansen. You got to get the Pit Vipers. You got to get the Mohawk going. Maybe that might bring the badass out of you.
No. I think
he's got some.
Me and Randy Conway talked about the end of the year about getting mad, and I think that resonated enough to where I think it'll be good. I'll never fucking wreck somebody. I mean, I will never wreck somebody.
Don't ever say never. T
Never
Swift said that.
No, I think what me and Randy talked about at the end of the day was, it was good. It was really good, but yeah, Fluffy, he can go and fucking chew on a chimney dick. I don't give a shit. After his call with Kelly Henderson.
Oh man,
you can't lie though. I didn't hide. I didn't say someone else made the call. I came to you right about it.
No, absolutely did. I don't give a shit. But it was the wrong call.
You just can't stop on the racetrack, right, Reid?
No. No, he got a little sideways. And he stopped. Well, let's talk more about Eric and
No. Here we go. You know, we've taken this one for a wild ride here. We've had some caution flags thrown out tonight. Everybody's had a couple of drinks except three of us, so I can't say everybody. But Reid, I got a question for you. If you could be invisible and go into someone's shop and get some secrets, who would it be?
God, I don't know, because I have access to the best sport mod driver in the state of North Dakota, Chase Conway, so there's no secrets.
All right, there you go. There's a question from Reid.
Oh, driver in the best mod driver. I don't give a shit. Chase Conway is the best race car driver in the state of North Dakota.
Oh man, Reid, I gotta stop
you here. On it. Fight me on it.
Did you see the dog licking that stash on Eric right there? The dog loves the stash.
I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit.
Gotta mute him. He's going on a wild tear right now.
That's a good time to mute him.
He's going on a wild tear. So, Fluff, here, I know you came in a little late. We'll give you this question. We'll send you on your way. Is a hot dog a sandwich?
No, hot dog's a total food group.
But if you put it on a bun, doesn't that make it a sandwich?
Is a sloppy Joe a sandwich?
Yeah. Or it could be a burger. Or it could be a burger, sloppy Joe.
Yeah.
It's a slush burger, right? So
there you go.
I say no.
All right. So look here, we're gonna let you go after this question here, Fluff. But this group of guys, tell them, let us know what they mean to you, what it's like to have brothers, race family, race friends like these guys at the track, having fun every weekend.
We said it earlier. You don't need enemies when you got friends like this, but they're more family than friends, and I'd do anything for any of them. And that's a fact. Even Reid, when he's mad at me about a call, I'd still have his back. He's wrong. I'm going to prove that. But I love this group of idiots, and I'm proud to be just another idiot with them.
All right, thanks. And, who knows, maybe with the intervention we had tonight, maybe you can, get back on the 49's good graces, and maybe we'll see you in his pit here in 2021. But like always, I want you to take this checkered flag. Don't go off. Don't have too much fun. But, maybe we'll wheel you back in to the groove since you decided to go off track once or twice. So there went Chris Ruhr. We had, like I said, a couple of guests drop in tonight that we weren't expecting. The next guest that I want to talk to and ask a couple of weird questions, talk about his 2021 race season, what he's got planned going on, is Mr. Eric Lawtenschlager. Eric, so what's your plan for the 2021 race season? What has he got going on over there? I think we lost Eric. I don't know. I can't hear him. Can you see us, Eric?
What?
I said, what are your plans for the 2021 race season? What do you got going on? What are you looking forward to?
Where?
Where are you going, and what are you looking forward to?
We're going to do Coca-Cola. Zoom.
All right. There you go. Any changes that you're making to the 49 machine? Oh, God. All right. There, Isaac. How's it? I don't even know how to take the guy. Just got to be quiet.
Okay. Sam, I'm going to have supper. I'll see you next week.
This has really gone, I don't know. He's taking some cautions. We're black flagging people here tonight. Who knows what's going on? It's been real fun. Reid, final questions for you. What are your plans for the 2021 race season?
No, he muted himself.
No, I didn't. I really want to get out and race. I've always said I want to race more. I'd really like to go down to Iowa and that kind of stuff and just really feel it out. July is really tough for me, so if I can get as much racing in as possible before July, will be the best.
All right. You guys. All right, Reid, it was nice having you on In the Groove podcast. We are giving you the checkered flag.
I mean, this is a shit show. What are you?
Oh my God. What a slobber knocker we had here tonight. I can't even stop laughing. Wow. Train wreck here tonight, Isaac. How do you feel about this?
I don't have any words. I don't have any words to describe what just happened, Sam. I cried. I laughed. I cried some more. I cried from laughing. And then our two guests wouldn't pass the DUI sobriety test right now. So,
man.
I said, This is the final episode of In the Groove podcast.
Oh, this is not the final. We got a couple of more episodes just like this coming up. We're gonna have the media tell all episode. God, I got tears in my eyes. This is hilarious. We're gonna have the media tell all episode come up here pretty soon, and it's just it's kind of I got the idea. I hate to say it from the TV show The Bachelor, The Bachelorette. Just, how kind of everybody comes on and talks about their year to wraps everything up. And you know what? Tonight, this is kind of how it ended up happening. I just got a text from Reid. He says he's feeling cheated because he didn't get his own episode. I'm sorry, Reid. Tonight was just one of those things where, we had to bring some people on. I know we've got a couple other guests scheduled for upcoming shows. This one's huge. I'm going to say it's the 75 machine. I'm not going to tell you which one it is. But the 75 machine has booked his ticket to come on In the Groove podcast. I think that's going to be a good show. I have a different co-host that night, but I will bring you on, Isaac, because I know you've got some questions, especially going into that class. But, I think that'll be a good one there for Larry to jump on with him. And those guys kind of got a battle there. But Reid, we went in the groove, we went out of the groove, we went on the track, back off the track. I mean, I wanted tonight to be let your hair down, literally, for the 14H. We let them do that. And wow, did we get some black flags and have to kick some people off the track. But it'll make for a great episode on Thursday morning when they're all listening to it. Everybody can get a good laugh. But Reid, taking the white flag here coming around the track, how can you say tonight's episode went? What do you think the people that are listening are going to say? Are they going to cut us off the air? What's going to happen?
Oh, no. Did Reid leave?
No, Isaac, I am sorry. He did not. That question was for you.
Oh, no. Sam, I'm going to go have supper. I have like a brain fog from this episode of all the ridiculousness. This is everything I thought it would be.
It is.
This is everything I thought it would be.
But did you? Okay. Final thing. Where did Eric say he was going to race in 2021?
Oh, he's going to Kokopah for the Winter Nationals. Then they're going to do the Arizona Mod Tour if everything goes well. Zombie Eric forgot where he was going racing. So
one too many bourbons tonight, but hey, like always, man, it's been fun talking with you. It's been fun laughing. Literally, this is the first time I think I've cried. No, I can't say this isn't the first time I cried on In the Groove podcast, but it was definitely a different experience. I think, like you said, we're gonna have to set a drink limit for some of these guys because woo-wee on a Wednesday night, boy, oh boy. Tomorrow morning is going to be fun, and I can't wait to release this episode. So thanks again to my co-host, to my friend. Congratulations on the car, and I hope to see you doing well in the A-Mods here coming up. But everybody, this has been a wild episode. The star himself, Reid, he's still here. Reid, thanks for...
I'm here.
Thanks for being the greatest part of In the Groove podcast. Seriously, and this is me thanking you. Thanks for coming on. Thanks for always critiquing, always giving ideas, always telling me what's going on, what you think of In the Groove podcast. It honestly, for me, it means a lot. This is something that's become a true passion of mine that I'm really into. So I can't thank you enough. I'm excited to see what happens down in the 14 pit, the 14H with the machine. I'm excited. You got big news with the new shop coming up, so that's going to be huge. Hopefully we can get you on In the Groove shop tour that we'll be starting here soon. So congratulations, taking this checkered flag, coming out of corner 3 and 4. It's been real. It's been fun. Any final words for anybody out there?
No, you know what, to be quite honest, I was never meant to do anything, with racing deal. I was never born to do it. I was never brought into it by any means, but you know what? I've met some really great people by doing it, and I've met some of my lifelong friends by doing it, and that's probably about the extent of it, I guess. there's by no means saying that I should have ever done this and I shouldn't do this. 100%. That's why I give people like Eric shit and whatnot, and we give Isaac shit, and we can give everybody a lot of garbage, but at the end of the day, I shouldn't have ever done this deal, and it was kind of wild how I got into it, and that's probably the end of it, I guess. I don't know. We deal with a bad deal. I mean, we didn't know how to. I don't know how to change oil on a fucking vehicle.
Oh man!
And I just bought a race car. I don't know. And it's kind of worked out.
There you go.
So that's that. I don't know.
Well,
that's that.
Well, like I said, we are going to give you the checker flag. We're going to release you from this this great experience that we had, and I look forward to the 2021 race season with you, seeing you on the day-to-day and everything like that. So, Reid, thanks for coming on to In the Groove podcast. But, everybody, there it is, the slobber knocker of 2020, letting these group of guys get on here. It was totally unplanned for the other two guests to come on, Chris Ruhr and Eric Lawtenschlager, but they did join us here tonight on In the Groove podcast. It was fun. Like we said, we laughed, we cried because we were laughing so hard. Guys had fun, and that's what it's all about. I want people to be themselves. I want you guys to have something good to listen to. But like I always say, if you guys want to be a part of this growing podcast, all you have to do is reach out to us. You can send us an email at inthegroovepodcast@gmail.com. Or if you want to save some money on tools for the 2021 race season, all you got to do is go over to Powerbuilt Tools. Use product code MADBRO15 at checkout and save 15%. And yes, they do have a sale still going on. So you're going to save 15% on top of the sale. So, I mean, you just can't beat that. If you guys haven't done already, please check out all of our social medias. That is Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Please go over there and hit that subscribe button if you want to see the videos of In the Groove podcast. Until next time, you guys, when we'll be coming back, hopefully with the Media Tell All podcast that will be dropping. But until next time, you guys, like always, keep slab, keep living fast, keep driving fast, and keep smashing that loud pedal. This has been another episode of In the Groove podcast, brought to you by Mad Bro Motorsports, Powerbuilt Tools, LS Teca Mexican Food, and the good folks over at Outlaw Performance ENT. If you have not done already, please like us on all of our social medias. That is Instagram, Facebook, and our YouTube channel. Hit that subscribe button so you can get all the updates to everything we've got going on, and you can stay in the groove and smash that loud pedal.